This is the NRA Man Forever, coming to y'all from South Texas. I hope all you fine people out there in YouTube land are doing all right. I know I'm feeling pretty good today. And on this installment of lame-ass excuses for gun control, we are going to talk about the fact that apparently the NRA is a poster child for bad research. Our quote comes from Mr. Alan Dershowitz, and he said this in December 18th of 2012. What is happening is the NRA is buying their data. They're buying their facts. They're hiring and commissioning so-called scholars to come up with the kind of lies. Okay? It's no secret that Alan Dershowitz and John Lott, they're not fishing buddies. In the past, Dershowitz has publicly stated that John Lott is a junk scientist and his research is junk science at best. Now, the reason I say this, and I'm giving you all this, backstory, is so you have a clear picture. This animosity probably stems from John Lott's conclusion that he reached in a study on right-to-carry laws in the 1990s. Lott was a scholar at the University of Chicago Law. And Dershowitz never backed up his claims. He never backed up his junk science claims with any actual evidence. He just simply falls back on childish name-calling. However, at one time, one of the most revered criminologists in the United States of America, the late James Q. Wilson, disagreed with a report on firearms and violence from the National Academy of Sciences in 2004 and agreed with Lott, and on several occasions defended Lott's the conclusions that Lott's research had come to. Wilson found that the evidence presented by Lott and his supporters suggests that right-to-carry laws do in fact help drive down the murder rate. Who would have saw that coming? Honest, law-abiding citizens carrying firearms in the public for defense of themselves and possibly others could deter criminals. But that would mean that the whole less guns means less crime argument is completely invalidated. But we'll go further into it. The report he's talking about, he stated that that report says the current results on, now this is their own report, are highly fragile because different studies have different conclusions, use different sets of evidence, use different variables, and sometimes don't involve enough years. Clearly, the junk science claim Dershowitz levels at Lott in his research it has no validation. And finally, even if you don't care about anything I've said up to this point, let's review this one critical fact. John Lott, the so-called biased junk scientist, as Dershowitz likes to call him, that is the NRA's go-to guy for pro-gun research, he was a scholar at the University of Chicago Law. This is an institution that has never, ever, ever taken a dime in contributions from the firearm industry or firearms-related industry. This is an institution that is extremely liberal. It is not friendly to the Second Amendment in any way, shape, or form. Yet, his research, his junk science, was published in the University of Chicago Press. Add to that the fact that his research was peer-reviewed by scholars and intellectuals all across the United States of America from the full spectrum of specialities. But even with all that evidence, it doesn't matter, because apparently, according to Alan Dershowitz, John Lott and any research that supports an NRA argument is apparently junk science. This is the NRA Man Forever, reminding you that united we stand and divided we surely will fall. Join the NRA today.